The current situation and importance of elderly rights in China. Introduction. Population aging has become one of the most significant demographic trends in contemporary China. With the continuous decline in birth rates and the extension of life expectancy, the proportion of elderly people in the total population has increased rapidly. By 2024, China's population aged 60 and above reached 310.1 million, counting for approximately 22.0% of the national population. This figure indicates that China has officially entered a deeply aging society. Against this background, the issue of elderly rights has moved beyond the traditional scope of family ethics and has become a critical public issue closely related to social equity, governance capacity, and national development. Elderly rights include not only economic security and medical care, but also legal protection, social participation, dignity, and respect. How the society treats its elderly population reflects its level of civilization and institutional maturity. This report focuses on two central questions: the current situation of elderly rights in China and the importance of protecting these rights. By analyzing policy frameworks, social packages, and real-life conditions, the report aims to provide a comprehensive and accurate understanding of elderly rights protection in China. The current situation of elderly rights in China. 1. Economic security and the right to basic livelihood. Economic security is the foundation of elderly rights. In traditional Chinese society, elderly people mainly relied on their children for financial support. This family-based support model was unstable and often led to inequality, especially for elderly individuals without children or with limited family resources. In modern China, a 年衰wide pension system has largely replaced this traditional model. Most elderly citizens are now covered by basic pension insurance. Rural elderly residents receive a basic monthly pension of around 200 yuan on average, while urban retirees receive approximately 3 yuan per month, with higher amounts for those who previously held stable and well-paid jobs. Although the urban-rural gap remains evident, the overall coverage rate of pension insurance exceeds 95%, ensuring that most elderly people can meet their basic living needs. The introduction of the Social Security card has further strengthened economic rights. This card integrates pension payments, medical insurance reimbursement, and access to various public services. It reduces the financial vulnerability of elderly people and represents a shift from informal family support to formal institutional protection. However, challenges persist. Rising living costs, especially in large cities, reduce the real purchasing power of pensions. Some elderly individuals, particularly in rural areas, still face economic pressure, indicating that pension levels and regional equality require further improvement. The right to health is one of the most important components of elderly rights. As people age, their demand for medical services increases significantly. China has made notable progress in improving elderly healthcare through policy support and system reform. Elderly people benefit from higher medical insurance reimbursement rates, priority registration in hospitals, and regular community health examinations. Many urban communities are equipped with clinics that provide chronic disease management, rehabilitation services, and basic medical consultations. These measures help reduce the physical and financial burden of illness among elderly citizens. In addition, long-term care services are gradually developing. Home-based care, community daycare centers, and nursing institutions offer diversified options for elderly care. Government subsidies reduce service costs, making professional care more accessible to low-income elderly families. Despite these improvements, medical inequality remains a major issue. Rural and remote areas often lack adequate medical facilities and professional personnel. Elderly residents in these areas may need to travel long distances to receive treatment, which increases health risks. Moreover, the shortage of geriatric specialists and long-term care resources continues to challenge the healthcare system. Beyond the economic and medical needs, elderly rights also include the right to live with dignity and social inclusion. In recent years, China has promoted the construction of age-friendly environments, barrier-free facilities, elevators in old residential buildings, and emergency call systems have been introduced in many cities to improve elderly living conditions. Community services play an increasingly important role. Community canteens, cultural activity centers, and volunteer programs help reduce loneliness among elderly people, especially those living alone. These services enhance not only physical well-being, but also mental health. However, the rapid digitalization of society has created a new challenge, the digital divide. Many elderly people have difficulty using smartphones, mobile payment systems, online medical registration platforms, and smart transportation services. This technology barrier limits their access to public services and social participation. In response, local governments and communities have launched digital literacy programs, offering free training courses and simplified service options. While these efforts are encouraging, bridging the digital divide remains a long-term task. Legal protection is the cornerstone of elderly rights. China's law on the protection of the rights and interests of the elderly provides a comprehensive legal framework covering economic support, medical care, personal safety, and social participation. The law clearly prohibits neglect and discrimination against elderly individuals. Judicial practice shows increasing attention to elderly rights. Courts have upheld elderly individuals' equal legal status in cases involving personal injury, compensation, property disputes, and inheritance. These rulings reinforce the principle that age does not diminish legal rights. For elderly people without family support, community organizations and local governments can act as guardians, helping them apply for welfare benefits and access care services. Nevertheless, limited legal awareness among some elderly individuals highlights the need for stronger legal education and accessible legal aid. 2. The importance of protecting elderly rights. 1. A reflection of social civilization and human dignity. The level of elderly rights protection reflects a society's respect for human dignity and equality. In traditional society, respect for the elderly depended largely on moral values and family ethics. Modern society transforms this moral expectation into legal and institutional responsibility. Protecting elderly rights ensures that social development benefits all age groups. It demonstrates that economic growth and modernization do not exclude vulnerable populations, but instead promote inclusive progress. 2. Reducing family burdens and promoting intergenerational harmony. Effective elderly rights protection reduces the caregiving burden on families. Professional care services allow adult children to maintain employment while ensuring their parents receive proper care. This shared responsibility between families and society prevents economic loss and emotional stress. By reducing conflict and pressure within families, elderly rights protection contributes to healthier intergenerational relationships and family harmony, which are essential components of social stability. 3. Supporting social stability and sustainable development. As China's elderly population continues to grow, protecting elderly rights becomes essential for long-term social stability. Neglecting elderly rights could lead to increased poverty, health crises, and social inequality. Conversely, well-protected elderly individuals can remain active participants in society. Many contribute through volunteer work, community service, and knowledge sharing. The development of the elderly care industry also creates employment opportunities and stimulates economic growth. Thus, elderly rights protection transforms population aging from a social challenge into a development opportunity. China has made substantial progress in protecting elderly rights, moving from family-based support to a comprehensive system supported by law, policy, and social services. While challenges such as regional equality, insufficient care resources, and the digital divide remain, the overall trend is toward greater fairness and inclusiveness. Protecting elderly rights is not only a moral obligation rooted in traditional values, but also a strategic necessity for national development. As members of the younger generation, we should actively support elderly rights protection through awareness, participation, and innovation, contributing to the construction of an age-friendly society where every elderly person can live with dignity, security, and respect.